failing right now.
We're firing up. Well, hey man, that's the way it goes. You know, something's already. So wait, it's been running. How long has it been running before it failed on you?
Well, I just noticed it. It's been running for 10 hours.
Ugh.
Oh wait, no,
Right.
sorry. It's been running. It's running for 5. So that's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome back to the HumpDay Rep Wrap Up. I am Pooch, your host, aka Repcord, and I am here today with my very good friend Clayton, aka Uncle Jesse, joining us all the way live from New York, Rochester.
What up? How you doing, brother?
Say what up to the people, Jess. Uncle Jess, Uncle Clayton.
Hey! Let me do the honors of retweeters, the tweeters.
He's retweeting the tweeters. Let's see. Let me get the chat up. Let me mute this because we can't. That's rookie ball.
Let me go on my YouTube as well, and I'm going to go on my community tab, and
that's the new hotness, the community tab on YouTube, man.
I know. You know, it's pretty cool as well that I just was checking out. They have a new thing that you can work with for managing your videos.
Tell us about it.
Not only can I tell you about it, can I do screen share on this?
Screen share. We're here to educate. You know, making content. Very much product making.
Let me close my Bitcoin monitoring.
Shut down the mining rig so we get a little more power to the stream.
Not mining, thankfully. I haven't gotten into that yet, but
all right.
The cryptocurrency is like the new hotness for everybody, apparently.
Oh man, Ethereum, Litecoin, all blowing up.
Oh yeah, man.
Retire, but I got nothing better to do, so. You know, I figured
I'm kicking myself that I didn't put more already into the Litecoin.
Yeah, well,
I'm a little.
Isn't that always the way? Right?
Fire this up. Let me see if I can actually do this from my phone, which will be easier.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll pull it up. I'll see if I can do a screen share. But they have a new preview for the Creative Studio, the Creator Studio. Is that what it's called?
Now, are they still in
Channel
beta?
Studio, where you manage your videos?
Yeah, I saw that. Are they still in beta on that, or is it?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I literally just saw it. I have no idea. Sometimes I get those messages and I never see them. So, let me see here. Sorry, I'm trying to pull this up on my. There we go. Oh, the thumbnail is a wonderful thumbnail for.
Yeah, only the best here.
Side profile of my ugly mug.
Side ear, yeah. But at least it's your good side.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Jeff. I'm gonna say hello to some of my peeps out here in world. We got a good showing tonight, man. There's a lot of streaming going on tonight too. It's a popular night, so I'm happy to see everybody. Jeff, I think we got things fixed up. Thank you for that. I was locked onto Uncle Jesse's feed, but we're toggling back and forth now. I'm a little bit blown out, huh? Like I got to get my lighting a little bit better dealt with. Looks like I've got a.
Is mine okay? I can't tell if mine's all right or not.
You're doing fine. I'm in a new space, and I've been very slowly chipping away at different aspects of it. But hey, you know what? I'm happy to say I finally got all my little sticker board going. So I got some cool. I got.
Oh, nice.
I got the drawing that Joel's daughter Riley did, and then I'm getting my. This is sad. My printers have been quiet for probably over a month. I gotta get things moving, but I gotta get power into that closet still. It's a slow process. I'm not a very fast mover, but we're getting there.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
2018 is gonna be amazing. I got my sign up, dude. Look at that. It's like official. It's like HQ.
Whoa.
And then
is that 3D printed?
That is 3D printed, dude. Look at that. Of course, it can be. It has to be 3D printed.
That's massive.
It's backwards. That's whatever.
No,
you get the idea.
It's not backwards for me. It looks
backwards
for me.
Okay, well, it's backwards for me, so maybe that's just
what did you print that on?
That was done on that I call it my Betamax, but that Hatchbox actually for a while made a giant Delta, that beast in the corner there. And I printed it on that guy, and that's all in PET G, which I really like. And I did that on with my Volcano setup. So that's my one that I have geared up for big stuff. So it doesn't take hundreds of hours to get stuff going. So what are we drinking tonight here, huh?
I broke into the private reserve of this is my Shipyard Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkin, you fancy.
Yeah, with the cinnamon sugar coated rim. The only way to drink Shipyard Pumpkinhead. It's I usually buy it like.
You made that up.
It's a thing. It tastes like pumpkin. No, it's not. It's a thing. I originally had it. It's a company out of Massachusetts, or brewery, or whatever it is, out of Massachusetts. And when I was working there a few years back, was at a bar, and this lady I worked with was like, "You have to have this beer, sugar on the rim." And I was like, I don't like pumpkin beer all that much, and two, that just doesn't sound good. Cinnamon sugar, like a sweet beer, no thanks. And I fell in love with it. And now every fall I usually pick up at least 2 cases of it. And I've gone through 1 case. I have another case left, and then I had a whole bunch of I think I had like a 12-pack of cans. So I've been slowly going through the cans.
I'm intrigued. Are you gonna send me some of that or what?
Oh, no. You have to come here.
At least you're honest.
You don't have to wait till next year.
It's like the male equivalent of the pumpkin spice latte right there. The pumpkin
it's so good.
With cinnamon sugar around it, huh? Delicious.
And then you got to mix in. So you put to get the cinnamon sugar to stick to the rim, you coat it with pancake syrup.
Pancake, like Aunt Jemima.
So you pour a little syrup, and then you pour a little pancake syrup on the rim, and then you got to rim it. You got to just gotta go all the way around.
Now, does that take a little practice?
It does take a little practice.
You're a master rimmer now. All right, well, this is digressing fast. So, all right, well, okay, you got your pumpkin beer, and hey, I got to say, I've got a nice light.
What do you got?
It's winter here. It's getting to be winter here in Auburn, California, where the Sierra Nevada foothills, and we don't have the snow that I saw you having to shovel. You get your snowblower fixed, by the way?
Yeah, I don't have a snowblower. I just have a shovel.
So you're the snowblower.
I am. What do you drink? Is that a Coors Light? Looks like a Coors Light.
This is La Cerveza Más Fina right here, because a bucket of beers on the beach is where I would really like to be right now, as opposed to this cold winter weather. So I go Corona. Not super fancy, but And then when I get through with this, we'll go to the official alcohol of the maker.
Oh, there we go. Give me like a splash of ginger ale with that, and I'll be thrilled. Yeah,
that's right. Well, I ran out of my JMO, so we're doing maker and ginger tonight.
That's my go-to. I used to be big on Jack and Coke. I switched to maker and ginger. Yeah.
All right. Well, respect for that. So the format for tonight, sadly, because like I said, I've been in flux for a long time. So we're going on the shoulders of giants. I'm calling this my Brews and News series. So I got a couple of we got a couple good questions for our friend Clayton here. We're going to go through, take a look at what's current in 3D printing, and we'll see how it goes. We're just having some fun tonight. And I'm glad we've got such a good audience here along the way. Let's get started here, Clayton. Let's go straight to the stats. Okay, so for those of you who don't know Uncle Jesse here, he came on the YouTube scene about 4 years ago, right?
Actually, even prior to that, if I remember correctly.
Did you have a different channel? Because your current one's.
Yep. I had another channel previously before this.
Okay.
And that channel I was previously doing was all focused on, actually, funny enough, prop making. It was, I was doing Pepakura. Let's see, let me go back and look. My earliest video was from 11 years ago. And then on that channel, and then I didn't post anything for a few more years, and then a few more years after that. And then about 6 years ago, I started doing Pepakura videos. Give me 2 seconds here.
On. Uh-oh. We've got dead air. We've got to cover it. Well, while Clayton is off doing who knows what he's doing.
All right, sorry, I was grabbing props.
Props.
So, on the old channel,
yeah,
it was, for anybody that isn't aware what Pepakura is, it's the process of taking printed pieces of paper templates, and then you cut them out very meticulously with an X-Acto knife or scissors, and then you hot glue, super glue, whatever it may be, together to create. It is extremely slow process. I actually thoroughly enjoy doing this.
You do. You're
yeah, very tedious. And then you coat it. Yeah, no, not so much. Then you coat it in different materials, and I can't remember, like epoxy or resin material, and then you start applying Bondo filler to it. So this is a Magneto helmet that I started forever and a day ago, and this thing weighs a ton. It must weigh 5 pounds probably. And yeah, I eventually stopped.
This is a step above paper mache then. It's like the next level paper mache.
Yeah, it's like the next level paper mache. Here, let me actually, sorry, I want to
I don't know.
Yeah, let me see here. I'm going to do application window, Google Hangouts, share my screen. This.
Okay.
This is my old channel. This is Clayton Parker Props, and I don't even remember what it was called before this. So yeah. Here's a commercial I did in college, another commercial from college, and then some random videos. Look at David's bridal gown dress from my wife that I think we were selling after we got married. And then I started making these videos. These were my very first YouTube videos, were these tutorial videos on how to do Pepakura, because there really wasn't a lot of resources out there for them. And then it was a lot of fun, gave me a lot of experience on making videos. And then at some point or another, I created this channel. Actually, and I can remember when, which was, how do I stop sharing? You think I use Hangout enough?
There we go.
So I ended up creating my Uncle Jesse channel. That's actually my Xbox gamer tag that I've had for 13 years, 11, 12, 13 years now. And I created the channel originally when the Xbox One, I believe, was coming out. And what got me really interested is that channel. Back and look at my earliest videos; they were all focused on Xbox fitness, and yes. I was very much, So they were all very much gaming related, very much fitness Xbox related. I loved that feature that was on the console that they've since I can't remember the word I was looking for, but have turned off. Basically, they've shut down all the studios and the games. And it sort of shifted. I ended up getting a 3D printer maybe 3 years ago. We were just talking about our MakerBot minis, and sort of things went downhill from there, so to speak. So you'll at some point, if you look at my history, you'll start noticing a shift from, it's like Xbox gaming videos, and then 3D printing, and it sort of just went all the 3D printing and stuff sort of surpassed and took over everything.
In 5 years,
you never know.
Be talking about, being on the holodeck or some sort of futuristic.
Well, what's funny is one thing about my channel is I've tried to not pigeonhole myself. I want to say that into just 3D printing. like my mindset is if I want to make a video on something, I'm gonna make a video on it. I don't care if it gets 100 views, 50 views, 2,000 views, 200,000 views. Obviously, I'd like it to get a ton of views, but I at this point, I still am just doing it for the passion of it, the love of it. If I'm really excited about something, I'm gonna record a video and share it with everybody.
Yeah, well, you know, you do you, man. You know, don't let anybody tell you up. Don't let anybody tell you up. On decoupage or whatever it is that you're Papakura.
I would love to start doing. I'm gonna pick that back up again.
So the current iteration of Uncle Jess, the current channel, 54,000 subscribers and change, 6.7 million views, $77.42 in monetization so far. 457 on YouTuber Magazine's Sexiest Creators of YouTube list. I mean, you're a golden god on there, man. I'm like, how do you do it?
Oh my god!
You've just been blowing up.
What you do is you don't sleep. What you do is I did my first local maker fair just recently here in Rochester.
Right. Yeah.
And I was talking with someone, and they were like, "Oh wow, I can't believe this is your full-time job doing YouTube." I was like, "What? No, this is not my full-time job." I was like, "This is my like 11 p.m. till 2 a.m. job is what it is." I was like, after the wife and kids go to bed, yeah, that's when I do all this stuff. So.
I'm gonna let everybody in on a little secret here. Let me get in close with it. There is not very good money in YouTube, or unless you're like huge.
No.
So yeah, so $77. That
spoilers.
Fair, he's almost in Canada, so that's like $99 Canadian or something like that.
This is explaining why I've jumped into all the Bitcoin rage. I've got to take the $7 that I make from my videos.
That's exactly right.
And then invest them into cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, leverage. That's some sound investment advice right there. You heard it first from Jesse. Okay, so. You know, you talked about how your background. You did a healthy amount of gaming. Give me a sense. What's your favorite game franchise of all time? What do you got?
Oh, jeez. That's a tough one. I would probably of all time. I've thoroughly enjoyed Halo.
Yeah,
all of those games. Up until recently, I was heavily addicted to all of the Battlefield games, especially Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4.
You're more of a Battlefield guy. You're not a Call of Duty guy. You're a Battlefield guy. Huh?
I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I used to. I haven't played Call of Duty in ages. Probably, I don't even remember which one. Black Ops 1, maybe?
Wow.
It's been a long time. Yeah, I prefer I want to call it the realistic shooter. That's probably why I enjoy Siege.
Okay.
Siege. I'm like psychically, yeah, realistic. But I'm like heavily addicted to Siege at the moment.
And you like the multiplayer. Yeah, you like getting on with you're getting on with.
I do definitely. Online gaming with friends is where it's at. I do miss the days of. And for anybody that doesn't know, I'm super nerdy, and I have some buddies here that we used to, before Xbox Live was really a thing, so to speak. We used to hook up consoles together, bring over TVs, and play for like days on end in somebody's living room, which is a blast, an absolute blast.
LAN party. It wasn't even a LAN party. It was like the Xbox, but you could actually local network an Xbox.
Local network to Xbox. And to prevent screen sharing, screen looking, we'd bring our own TVs to the party. So
you're all sharing
like 5 or 6 of us.
Look at each other. You like to play. So would you say you like to play more with others, or do you like more to play with yourself?
A little bit of both, right?
A little bit of both.
Depends on the evening,
Fair enough. Fair enough. What? So what did you ask for Christmas, man? You got some plans? You got Santa going to bring you something nice, or what?
The only thing I've really asked for so far is a new camera. Not a new camera. Let me rephrase that. a new web camera for this. Specifically for this is a dedicated camera that I can use for streaming. I really want to get back into or get more into streaming, and I'm working on a MacBook right now.
Yeah,
to try to do any sort of streaming outside of YouTube if I try and use OBS or anything like that at computer. So I'm looking into a PC build. But yeah, that's for a camera.
Yeah. What are you looking at? Anything in particular?
Nothing crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I sent my wife a link to. There was a deal on the. I wanted to say it was Elgato, but it wasn't Elgato. What's the most? It's like the really popular one. It's like $100 webcam.
Not the Logitech. The C920 is like what everybody.
Logitech,
but not that.
Those.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that was that.
All right. Okay. Good.
Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
No, nothing crazy, man.
Nothing crazy. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah. How about yourself? Anything wild and crazy?
You know what? I'm more of an event type person. You know, for my gifts that I like over like stuff. So I'm what I'm doing is I'm taking the kiddos. We're going down to Legoland. I've never been. The kids have never been.
Oh,
so we're gonna go see what that's
awesome.
all about. That's like the family gift. That's gonna be a good time though. I hope. But we're going we're driving Christmas Day, hopefully, so that we can like navigate through Los Angeles traffic without on the DL. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
but so that should be.
I'm you know what's funny is we both have children. My mindset has changed with the holidays over the last few years, and it's so much less about my wife and I and our gifts and more about the boys and their gifts and coming up with creative fun things. Like last year I made a Lego table for them and
nice
being used. I've got another big, actually it's a 3D printed gift that I'm working on. That King Ral over on Twitter and Thingiverse that has created the my Thor hammers. He helped me make the Thor hammers along with a bunch of other things. Has a file that I'm printing or will be printing as a gift for my oldest son related to DuckTales, and he'll be friggin' over the moon once if I can get it printed properly and up and running.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about the kids, and we've got we just ordered a Sega Genesis HD. It's like one of the excuse me, they have those Nintendo collections.
Yeah.
They have a Sega version of that where it's like 80s Sega games.
Yes.
So he's big time into Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a lot of Sega. Mortal Kombat. Well, maybe me so much more Mortal Kombat than my son. But
fatality.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's right.
Excellent. So let's talk about the latest and greatest. So on the Twitter sphere this week, the Broken Nerd coming on the scene out of nowhere, right, dude? With some of that stuff.
I know, man.
You featured him on your Sunday series.
Yeah.
Sent you. That guy is insane, dude. The detail guy. Get it for the people. Look at this thing.
This thing's
legit. It's got a built-in speaker.
It's got a speaker on the bottom, LED or not LED, some sort of a light on the green light on the front, which is super bright. Button control on the front.
All right, come on, man.
And it's beautifully done. Beautifully done. This is by far better than any of the props that I've ever made.
Seriously, that's going like Duran level stuff right there. I mean, like I'm impressed. I was really impressed, and I could,
way impressed. Did you see also? So he made like a little photo montage earlier in the week, and pinged the guys over at Tested and was like, "Hey, I would love it if someday you guys would like mention this or feature this or something like that." And then it's like,
they're like, sure.
They all started pouring in. I was like, man, you need to like frame all of those tweets.
Seriously.
That's like amazing. I mean, the work that he does is just ridiculous. And what's cool is he's making awesome finished props, but he's designing them. and his video skills are his videos that he puts out are just ridiculously high quality. I'm very envious of a lot of his videos that he's cranked out so far. So.
Oh man. Well,
kudos to the Broken Nerd.
You know, I feel like I want to make up an award because, like, I feel like I've been a little bit absent lately. But you know, if there was like a maker of
MIA, brother.
I've been MIA. But I'm coming back on the scene and I'm coming hard. 2018, that's going to be my year. Just watch for it. Boom. But if there was a Maker of the Month award, I'd say the first one would have to go to him. Some of the stuff, his attention. See, I'm a broad strokes maker. I've always been. I've always said I don't have the kind of patience for your decoupage and your your detail oriented stuff and all the finishing and patinas and all that crazy stuff. But man, I mean, I could tell he put some serious hours into that, and I am impressed.
Yeah, it's. I don't know how he craziest. So he'll DM me and what I'm working on, and it's no joke. Like, and it's like, all right, here it is. It's finished. I'm like, what? How are you already finished with this?
I don't know. Does he have a day job? I don't know what his job. Yeah, like the amount of hours you would.
Yeah, I know he does. And he's a family guy as well. I'm like, what? How are you finding time to do all this stuff?
Dedication, man. It's no sleep. There's no sleep. No sleep till Brooklyn.
No sleep
for the wicked. All that.
You know, we're gearing up for a big year with out, and we're gonna have Avengers coming out. There's a lot of props to be made here in the upcoming.
That segues.
We got Last Jedi. By the way, are you going to see Last Jedi?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Last Jedi. You just jumped right on the list there, dude. That was the perfect segue. That's why I was leading into that. You could smell it coming.
Oh, nice.
You could smell it coming. But hey, before I do that, I gotta give a shout. Jeff DeRusso on here. He wants to be your Secret Santa. He says he's got an extra C920 for you if you want it. It's yours.
Whoa!
Look at that.
All right.
You didn't even know. You didn't even have to ask Santa. We got the audience right here, just sending you your Christmas wish list right there off there.
Oh,
so
all right. Awesome.
Yeah, right. So let's talk Last Jedi, man. You got to be pumped. Tomorrow night.
I am. Midnight? I have. Yeah, I'm going tomorrow night. Which, by the way, I went to go buy tickets last weekend.
You got tickets?
At least the theaters by me. They're starting. Yeah. They are. That's the beauty of living in a small town.
I suppose so.
Yeah. So they have showings starting at like 9 o'clock on Thursday.
They do. It's earlier here too. Although I'm not going to go till Saturday, so we'll see.
I really thought when you do movies on Thursday, they could only do them at midnight. So I was gearing up. Man, I'm gonna have to go see this at midnight. I'm not going to get home till like 3 in the morning, and now I can go. I think I have I'm going to like a 10 o'clock showing. I think.
Oh, that's not bad. Well, it must be something to do with in some time zone. It's already maybe if it's already midnight in Australia or at the
maybe
date.
But I stopped watching any sort of trailers. If it comes on TV, I change the channel.
Yeah.
I've tried to minimize the information that's out there. And then I was just looking for something on Twitter, something around. I think I posted this morning. I was like, oh, one more day till Star Wars. And I was like, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. And there was a GIF of Rey doing something. I was like, wait a minute, what was that? I've never seen that before. It must have been from one of the new trailers that I haven't watched. I was like, son of a bitch, I didn't want to see that.
You know what it just occurred to me? That would be Luby's sorceress would be just a bitchin' lightsaber holder.
Oh,
that seems just about right. Even
it does actually.
There needs to be a remix. Well, I don't know. Maybe you just use the original thing. I don't know. You could do a Leia. No, maybe not a Leia. I don't know what that would be, but it just occurred to me. Should be a nice saber holder presentation.
Speaking of Star Wars and The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
I have. Let me come over here and sit down on the ground. So here is the Rey's N2.
N2, baby.
And here is, what is it, the Porg? Printing a Porg right now. It's about halfway done. And look at this. So right before, this is where I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Right before we started streaming, I came over here and noticed one of the wings failed. The supports failed. And I'm like, I'm too far in. I'm too far in. I'm not.
You're gonna have a one-wing port.
Yeah, but I'm using this funky PLA that the guys from Tiny Machines sent me, which is, let me see if I can try and get a here. It's like a rainbow colored filament.
Yeah. I seen Joel print some stuff with that. Yeah. Okay. So that's but you think it's a filament issue, or are you like, is there just some issue with the
No, it's there was an issue with an overhang on that wing. I don't think I gave it enough support. And it started printing and it looked like it was okay, and then I walked away. And so, sorry, I'm walking into my mother effer.
Walk into something?
Look at this. This is my life at the moment. So here is another print that I had just noticed has just failed.
Oh man, you're killing me, fools. I do like the filament you're running on that, though.
I know. You see that? That's some very nice.
I can smell it from here. What happened, man? What happened?
Oh,
CR10 failed.
I don't know. Oh,
what happened?
One of the pieces. Oh God, this is the story of my life here. So one of the pieces. So here's a piece that I've printed has since failed. It looked like maybe one fell, and then it knocked down the other, and then it knocked down the other, and then it knocked down the other. Print. Oh, this is driving me nuts.
You're gonna have spaghetti on your hands.
Spaghetti madness right over here.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so it started to. Oh, here's the piece that I want to show. This piece started to fail, and then I taped it to the bed, and I was like, all right, well, I'll just end up reprinting this one piece.
What am I looking
at? And everything else will be okay.
Yeah.
It's a weapon. From the Force Awakens. Or not Force Awakens, the new one, the Jedi.
Yeah, that's
the Last Jedi. Mother effer. That's a nice half a spool of PLA wasted.
I might know a guy who can hook you up with some more, but he might have to trade you for some pumpkin beer. Who knows?
All right, I just stopped the print. God, that kills me.
Oh man,
that kills me.
And that's, I was a little, because I was hoping we could tease, because we were looking for some action for tomorrow for Star Wars.
I know. Thursday. That's what I was shooting for.
You know what?
Well, I was shooting to have that done. I think I pinged you. I started this print yesterday, and it failed. Not with your filament. I was using some Zealtech filament, and I think it was old and brittle, and it just.
That's a tough. Is that a tough model, or what's going on there? I mean, it didn't.
No, it's not a tough model. I think I'm guessing my bed wasn't leveled correctly, and one of the pieces snapped off.
Shenanigans. Well, you know what? Here's the thing.
Painter's tape, by the way.
So what's
the time. So that's why I use blue painter's tape most of the time. It's a pain in the rear end to work with, but you know what? It prints reliably. Everything sticks to it. Really good.
If you were using Repcord blue painter's tape, I should have sent you a roll.
Do you know what? Also, I should have mentioned what was on my. I think I pinged you earlier. I sent my wife a bunch of links, Amazon links today, for some stocking stuffers.
For little stocking stuffers. I saw that. Yeah. I saw that. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate that. Anybody that does some printing. It's going to come across some nozzle clogs from time to time. But enough of that shameless plugging. So, okay. So we got anybody that's 3D printed before knows that this is part of the process. Unfortunately, hey, Lauren's in the chat.
Hey.
You know what? You come across, if you're going to 3D print, you're going to 3D fail. And, boy, Jeff really wants you to take that camera off his hands. It sounds like. You know what? If Clay doesn't want it, Jeff, I'll take it off your hands. I need a B-roll cam. So hey. Oh look, Nick's in the house too from Atlanta. Look at this. We got the angers coming at us from both ends of the continent. And oh man, it's a who's who in the chat tonight. So anyway,
the family affair there.
it's a family affair. But you know what? Sometimes they're just in opposing time zones and different parts of such as the life of a jet setter. But you know our boy Nick, he gets around.
I know that van full of puppies.
He is touring. If that's not a predator name, I don't know what it is. Van full of puppies and candy. Maybe it would be worse. Okay, so our good friend Chuck Hellebuck is telling you get some glue.
Hey,
get some glue on that glass. So get rid of that.
Who needs glue?
Yeah, spare some of that Aquanet from your hair and get that on there on that glass plate, man. Come on.
I got some Aquanet over there. And you know what I've been playing around with that I should have used that worked really well on another print?
Boogers.
Booger, magoogers. Was this Magagoo? Magagoo?
The Magagoo.
Yeah.
I am a fan of Magagoo.
Yeah, that worked pretty well for me.
That's not a paid endorsement, ladies and gentlemen. I am a fan of the Magagoo.
That is not.
My good friend, well, we don't have to get into that now, but yeah, I don't know. I will get mine out. But so you like the Magagoo though? Magagoo? Are you saying Magagoo? It's not Magagoo. Magagoo.
Magagoo. What the heck? Look at this. What is going on here?
Show me.
This print. I've got some black.
That's charring. You have a little. It's a little scorching, is what you've got there.
It's like the. I don't know what happened there.
What? But yeah, is that a stock? Is that a 10S stock?
That was actually the Mini, and the Mini has been printing super reliably for me up until today. Everything stock at this point, other than the Capricorn tubes that I've started putting in some of the printers, and then I picked up a few different print beds recently.
Time out. I don't know what it is. This Capricorn tube stuff that I keep hearing about, this sounds like snake oil to me, man. Come on, sell me on. Why do I need
you know what's funny is
PTFT.
Okay, I'm not the one to sell anybody on anything. You have Chuck. You have Chuck there in the comment section.
Chuck's here.
I rely on Chuck and others to tell me what to do because I'm just a dude that likes to print cool stuff. I don't know all the tech stuff, but I heard people saying issues, if you're getting clogs, if you're having whatever it may be.
It's not the PFE tube.
The PFE tube is melting, which I've had happen, and I need to replace. So here's a whole ton of this tubing that I went out and
I call shenanigans. Shenanigans has been called. I call it. Nobody has had a failed print because of the PTFE tube. I do not buy it. I am a skeptic. Hashtag.
I think so.
Hashtag skeptic.
My tube, it's all melted and black, and so I swapped it out with this blue one. And so far, it's working well.
Blue. It's the blue. It's not the tube. It's because it's blue. It's the color of the tube. Okay. So Chris over at Practically, he's saying cap tube is slicker and it has a higher melt point. So the theory here is he's saying that the part that's going into the hot end is
if you notice, if you touch it, it feels like it's lubed up a little bit as well. So.
I do like a good lube too. Look at this, man. They're already asking for a giveaway. What do you got for a giveaway tonight, Clay?
I just did. I haven't done the review. I haven't done the giveaway winner yet for the CR10 that I did.
Oh yeah, you're
some garbage bags. I've got some garbage bags that I just bought. It's like a gently used box of garbage bags.
Partially used box of garbage bags, courtesy of Uncle Jesse, will be the giveaway this evening. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sweeten the pot. I'm going to sweeten the pot a little. I'll throw in what do we got? I'll throw in some filament. I'll throw some filament on that. We'll do.
What else do I have around here? Actually, you know what I could give away?
What do you got?
Is I have a test print that I could give away.
What?
Not a test print. It's actually a real print that I did not scale properly. So if you have some thin arms,
okay, so for a svelte-armed individual, we have what is that?
A svelte-armed individual. This is a
Wonder Woman.
This is Winter Soldier. Yeah, it does look like a gauntlet. It's the Winter Soldier forearm, but it's
Okay, so we've got a Winter Soldier, slightly undersized forearm for a svelte forearmed individual. And I also
have a Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
A Demogorgon,
which is I have a reoccurring theme of print fails lately.
Have you successfully 3D printed anything? And when you do, will you please do a video on it?
One of these days. I'm so
it's becoming clear now that really you just do a lot of sanding and gluing and bondoing. Really, is what's happening.
No, I don't do any of that stuff. I outsource all of that. Yeah. There's kids at my son's school. I pay them like $1, and I'm like, here, protective gear or anything like that. Please inhale all these fumes. And yeah.
It's a paid internship. Fantastic. Chris would like to know if the garbage bags are full or empty. Those are empty garbage bags still in the box.
Those are empty garbage bags, people. And by the way, they're not black garbage bags. They are gray.
What?
Garbage bags. They are 39-gallon gray garbage bags. Gray.
That's limited edition stuff right there, man. I'm telling you, gray.
That's not even a Costco exclusive. That's a Walmart exclusive hefty garbage bag.
Holy smokes, man. You heard it. Okay, coming at you. Uncle Jesse's throwing us some garbage bags and undersized gauntlets and a Demogorgon that's a little bit furry. But it is Stranger Things, which is all the hotness right now. Okay, all right. So watch for the giveaway at the end. Yeah. Watch for the giveaway at the end. Random junk. Yeah, Sean says we should just give away random junk, which is what we're doing to our friends. This is really just a fire sale. We're trying to clear out our offices here.
Before the end of the year. Actually, before my wife comes downstairs and yells at me again for how messy it is down
Does she do that? Come down and criticize how messy it is?
Yeah. I was just getting threatened the other day with... She thinks it was threatening me, but it's not. She was saying she's going to hire a cleaning lady to clean the basement for me. I was like, that actually sounds great, but I'm not going to do it. Simply on principle, I'm not going to agree to that. But
looks.
Yeah.
No, and then just exit. You know what I did? Yeah, you know what I did today? Let me tell you what I did today. So I told you I've been slowly unpacking as I've been moving in this new place. And you know what I unearthed my old CD collection, which is shiny and costly.
Nice.
And you know what I did? I put on a couple of oldies and goodies. We got Stone Temple Pilots.
Excellent.
Got the old Nirvana In Utero. That's one of my favorites. And then
wow, man.
The first CD I ever owned. You want to take a guess at what the first CD I ever owned was?
Genesis.
That's a good guess. I am a fan of Peter Gabriel, but no, it's the Weezer Blue album.
Oh, very nice. That's a great. Mine was Genesis. I don't remember it was free. I got it for Christmas one year with a CD player.
CD? That would have been weird.
My
Led Zeppelin.
Oh, whoa! Wow.
Limited edition. Yeah. So there's some gems in here. I put on my old Creed Human Clay. I don't know, just mixing it all up, man. A little crazy stuff.
That's hilarious. I don't even have a Xbox that I could play CDs on. I was gonna say I don't even have a CD player anymore.
I don't have a CD player either. There's one in my car.
I don't have a CD drive on my laptop. We had family photos taken, and the photographer's like, "All right, here are all the photos on a DVD." I was like, I don't even know how to get the photos off of here.
You have to buy an external hard drive?
Thankfully, I have an old iMac, like a super old iMac down here in the basement in storage. Yeah. And I had to dig that out, and thankfully it still works and transfer the files off of it.
Our good friend,
burner.
That's your only burner, the one on the iMac. Our good friend Nick says that you should burn. I should burn all these CDs to MP3, and then I should save them on zip disks. That's good advice there, Nick. Thank you for that.
I do have a collection of zip disks, by the way, and a zip drive.
You holding on for you holding on to those for?
I am. I figured, the 200 megabyte zip drive that I've got, them. So,
I mean, you know what? Yeah. What do you think the least likely you wouldn't expect in here? So you saw, I'm a child of the '90s, so there's nice. I got your '90s alt rock, but maybe a little Michael Bolton in here. No, I don't have Michael Bolton.
You have a little Blind Melon in there as well.
I do have Blind Melon. A
little Sublime in there as well.
Dude, I was just looking at Sublime. Boom.
Oh my gosh, dude! We have like the exact same CD collection. By the way,
this is for the Canadians out there. This is our good friends Nickelback, right here. Chad Kroeger, my hero. And then what the heck?
Look at this photograph.
And then, of course, we have the world anthems. I have no idea why I even have this, but it's the world anthems by the English Chamber Orchestra.
I don't have any. I don't have any of that stuff. What I do have, though, is oh my gosh, my headphones are still on.
Careful, Limp Bizkit.
I do have a big mixtape.
What is on your mixtape? What do you mean by that? Do you have a giant?
It's an awesome volume mixtape. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of eclectic music from the 70s on here.
Does it have Fleetwood Mac on it?
Probably.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that's a good.
I also have some. Do you have any toy dinosaurs?
Yeah, I do.
I printed a downward spiral of a live stream, by the way.
This is what I made. This is one I printed.
Oh, beautiful.
But now it's getting crazy. We're getting weird here with it, Clay. All right, let's get.
It is. So, do you have any projects that you're going to be working on?
Yeah. Well, I told you. Okay. So here's the thing, people. All right. So what I did here is I took over one of the bedrooms in this place and I tore out the closet. You can see where the little shelving and stuff used to be. Pour a key. And what I'm building right now, I'm really, on paper, this thing is sound. We'll see how it turns out in theory. But I'm trying to create a modular spool rack that I can in turn feed what will be 5 printers here. I've got the 3 up top, so I've got my ever trusty big box over here that E3D made for a short period. I am a museum of depreciated printers that no longer produced. Then I got my Mini, which is one of the first ones that I think you had, right? The MakerBot.
Yep, it's first printer I purchased.
That's a classic, and I'll tell you what, that's an underrated printer because the MakerBots, as they get, they're like a tank.
Let me tell you something about this. So I recorded a video. I recorded a video last week. I don't have a little device near me. I have a G-Tech 3D Wi-Fi box that basically you can hook up to any of your 3D printers, and it provides Wi-Fi capabilities to your 3D printers. In theory, that sounded amazing. And so I recorded this video explaining all about it and what I thought about it, and then I canned it because it was super negative. And I don't really care to do super negative videos. I'll probably readjust it to not be so negative, I guess, or maybe I just won't do it. If you don't see a review video from me, it's because usually I didn't care for it. But what I was getting to, this ramble, is that the MakerBot, that was the first 3D printer I purchased 4 years ago at this point. Yeah, the MakerBot Mini. Okay. It had a mobile app that worked awesome, notifications that worked awesome on my phone. I could print from my phone, which I would never do, but monitoring from my phone, I always did. Notifications from my phone when the print was done, I always used, which I thought was amazing. Or if I went to the grocery store and wanted to check on my print, if it was still printing, it had an onboard camera, and I could look at that. Why the hell don't any other printers have this kind of functionality on them? I mean, the Ultimaker now has a camera, I think.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, you can get into the you know, the
Octoprint and all that other crap. And you know what I don't want to deal with is all that. Let me tell you something about me. And you know what I don't want to do is yeah. I don't want to. I want like the least hassle possible. I don't have a ton of time to tinker and screw around and get something up there. I just want to be able to open it, turn it on, and it work. And I hear tons of great things, and I will eventually look at it. I do need to take a look at. I want to order the Matter Hackers Matter Control, and then the Astro Print has something that's similar to Matter Hackers Matter Control. Right. I do want to take a look at those too, because they look like it's sort of plug and play, and it gives you a display. Right. I'm just wondering what's preventing companies from doing some of this. Drives me nuts. Absolutely drives me nuts.
Let's see, Matter Control.
Yep.
Hey, I don't have you stickers. That's your card.
I don't have stickers.
You don't do stickers.
I don't have. I have. No, I will at some point. I need to have someone design my logo.
You need to get on this, son.
I have like Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse. With a U.
I was debating on something that looked like the Full House logo, but said Uncle Jesse. But then I was like, no one's gonna know what that guy is.
It's so random. Do you want to explain the origins of Uncle Jesse to people, or is it? And that's it, really. Full House.
It was my Xbox gamer tag.
Yeah.
I ended up creating that one drunken evening. I think I had another. Previously, I had a different gamer tag that I don't remember what it was, and then had to change it maybe, or I couldn't log into it, so I created a new account. And I put Uncle Jesse. At the time, I think I had long hair, and I think my niece was calling me Uncle Jesse or something like that from Full House. And I'm trying to remember what the heck happened. Anyways, my roommate at the time was like, dumbass, you do realize that Jesse, it's Jesse with an E, not a Y on the end.
He was Canadian too. That's Dave Goulet, I think.
Dave Coulier.
Coulier.
Oh, no. Stamos was Uncle Jesse. Uncle Jesse, or Uncle Joey was Dave Coulier.
Jesse was John Stamos.
Yes.
God, yeah. Sorry, man. I'm getting old, apparently.
It's all right. I haven't watched any of the new Netflix shows either. So
I don't have that kind of time or desire. So what? Okay, so Christmas is coming. Are you getting festive? Are you doing some Christmas prints? What do you got going?
I will be doing some Christmas prints. I'm kicking myself. I was actually going to do the Hanukkah dinosaur that's been on Thingiverse, featured on Thingiverse.
Right.
And
I ordered your Jewish heritage, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've got a buddy of mine that is Jewish, and I just convinced him to get a CR10 and his first 3D printer, and he's jumped into it. And then I was like, dude, I'm going to print this. I was like, I'm going to print this on my big CR10, and I'm going to order. And I ordered some LED candles for it. And I never got around to printing it because it was going to take an absurd amount of filaments with all of the supports and the time it was going to take. So I just never got around to it.
All right.
I don't know. I think actually Chuck's in the chat. I still want to print his, if he's still in there, I still want to print his holiday sort of Santa countdown.
Chuck, you heard it here. Uncle Jesse wants to do your countdown. Let's make this happen, huh?
Oh, give me 2 seconds. I need to grab my power cord as well. My laptop's about to die.
Oh, he's dying. He's dying. We got our power. So let's look at the chat here real quick. Hey, Jeff, welcome. Print 3D channel is in the house. Man, it's a who's who in here. Festivus, Burning Gems. Yep. I guess he can't hear me right now. I'll tell him, Chuck, when he gets back that it's on Thingiverse. I think he knows. Well, anyway, I've definitely before Christmas, my goal is I'm going to get a tree. I've been a real fan. I've been wanting to print that candy cane tree. So I'm going to try to rock some of my I'm thinking if I can coordinate maybe a mint green with my purple haze with some white, do kind of a cool little candy cane tree. That could be a cool thing. I'll do it at a large size on the Betamax. But yes, Sean, there are a lot of cool guys and gals on here. Listen, while I've got the time, if I don't currently have your sticker, I'm building out my sticker wall collection. I'm going to put my new P.O. box in the description, and please send it to me because I want to build up the community wall. You can see I've got all kinds of fun stuff going here as I'm building things up.
Send me some stickers too. I want some stickers.
Yeah, we'll get yours. We'll get yours in there too. We'll get the stickers going around. But shout out to Joe Mike who just sent me some stickers. I got it's a who's who up here, man. We got everybody. And then look at that, dude. I found an old motherboard I had lying around. That was like the first server I ever built. Isn't it crazy? I dropped like some serious coin on that.
Whoa! I just realized that. So in the middle of those two boards up top, I just realized that. That's big.
I think that's got a whopping like whopping 1 gigabyte of RAM on it. It was a dual processor Supermicro. It's crazy, man. I dropped some serious coin on that thing in the day.
What's your setup over there? What's that? Is it a workbench that everything's sitting on over there?
Oh man! So look at this. That's custom right there. That's my IKEA hodgepodge of stuff. That's a workbench that I made. I really like it. What I did? It's a good. I should have done a video on this. Maybe I'll do a retroactive. But it's those IKEA cubes that everyone and their grandma has, right? You know those little cubes that the kids will have in there.
It's got wheels.
But I put some of those polyurethane wheels on it. I'll put a link to those on from Amazon.
That's
those
awesome.
things are legit. And so I screwed those together, and then I found a butcher block remnant at IKEA that I screwed onto the top. And then I'll put my I want to put my vise and some stuff on there too. But I love.
It looks great.
Thank you.
It looks great. No, it looks really good. We were just talking earlier before we jumped on the stream about Costco.
Yeah.
And Costco had a workbench over the summer that I'm kicking myself that I didn't pick up. That was like $250.
Was it any good?
It was this it was all metal. It had a few drawers, but it had wheels on it. And I wanted to put it in my printing space.
Yeah.
To do videos on and unboxings on, and I never got around to picking it up, and now I can't find it in the stores or anything. I'm going,
let me tell you something about the wheels. So most of the cheapo ones that you get, like 2 of the wheels will lock so the wheel won't roll, but then the wheel can still swivel, And
right.
What? Cyber Dustin, thank you so much for kicking down, dude. That's huge. Thank you. And he wants to know. Cyber Dustin did a bunch of product photography for me. Sorry, time out. I'm going to get back to the wheels in a second. He did some amazing photos for me. And I was just thinking today, I came across them and I have not posted them yet. I am a terrible human being.
You need to post those.
They are going up this week, my friend. He took them. They are sweet. They are going up on the Amazon website this week. I promise you. I will send you the link.
Awesome.
And thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Anyway, let's go back to the wheels. I've done a decent amount of making for my workbenches and my garage and stuff like that. These are polyurethane wheels, and when they lock, they lock the wheel and they lock the swivel piece. You know how those caster wheels will?
Oh, nice.
Well,
yeah.
And so it'll seriously stay in place.
That's nice. That's
key. And they're not terribly expensive.
And is it on? I'm assuming it's on all four of the wheels, so you can lock all four, not just 2 of them.
It is. It's on all 4. Yeah. I want to say the set was maybe $50. I'll look it up. It wasn't. They're not the cheapest option, but it's a get what you pay for.
I'll just sell some of my Litecoin.
Just sell some of your Litecoin. You're a multi-bajillionaire, dude. I don't know what you guys are doing. If you don't have Ethereum and Litecoin and you haven't been cashing in on that, I don't know where you've been. But yeah,
you know what's speaking of, sorry, I do want to bring it up real quick, because if anybody knows, figure out how I can set up something where if someone wanted to tip something through, I don't know, Bitcoin or something like that, and there's no service that I'm aware of.
Somebody's got to have done it. Nobody's done that. Nobody's done a crypto.
There was like you could. There's got to be. I saw what's it? Kim. What's his name? You know, the dude that was doing Mega Drive, Mega Upload, is coming out with something.
Kim.com.
Yeah, is coming out with something for YouTube, specifically for tipping on YouTube videos. But outside of that, I haven't really seen anything. I started looking, and then I got sidetracked. And it's the internet. It's a downward spiral of searching. Then I'm looking at Danny DeVito gifts or something like that. I don't know. How did I get to this?
I don't even know where I am. You know, just when I thought I had read the entire internet, you know, more Danny DeVito gifts came out. Yeah, I know. Dude. All right. We talked about Christmas. You know what? Let's do this real quick, because it said we did. You know, the series is called Brews and News, and we haven't even talked about the news. I'm gonna pick an article, and I'll just screen share, and you can tell me what your thoughts are.
You don't want to know my thoughts.
Hold on a second here. I do. I want to know your thoughts, because the people want to know your thoughts. Let's see here. So we're gonna share this screen, because I've got couple monitors going here, and I just like to look through. So I use Google News. I like Google News. I don't have a problem with Google News, and I have a 3D printing thing, and so it just kind of tells me what's what. And first of all,
by the way, I've never used that. I've never used Google News.
You've never used Google News? What do you like? Yahoo News?
I've never even seen.
You're not even up to date on. You know who our president is? Do you know current events?
Yeah. Sadly, I do. I do partake in the Yahoo News. I love Yahoo News now that they've reformatted that thing. I literally only go there for the front page, and that's it.
Okay. So first of all, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about our good friend Jeff Wright over at 3D365. You're familiar with Jeff, right?
Yeah.
You saw his feature today on 3dprint.com. I mean, how big is that?
I did.
That was huge.
That's amazing. Well deserved. I did. I did read it. I think I saw it from you. You posted it, I think, on Twitter. I read through it
post it because I was impressed. I don't realize that he's been doing this for almost a year now. Bring it on home, Jeffy.
No, exactly. Every day. Every day.
I'm embarrassed to say. It's insane. Look, I only lasted like 70 days. I tried to do a Make Every Day series when I first kind of jumped in on this. 70 days. And yeah, then the wheels fell off. So to go an entire year, I have mad respect for our friend Jeff over at Print 365.
Incredible.
But the origins of the GMAX, I didn't realize it was his brother's. Really interesting story around. You saw that piece around how his brother passed away suddenly, which is really tragic and sad. But kind of as an homage.
Right, I know. That's
it's amazing.
Started doing it. It's very.
I didn't even know that.
I had no idea. Yeah, I never remember hearing it, and I haven't watched all 365. I haven't partake try to do at least one a week. I'm just amazed that he's been able to keep this up. I can't even work out every day, let alone do a print and a video.
You need to get your Xbox workout video series back on again or something, right? I mean, come on.
Don't get me started on that, man.
You get on the Make
That's a sore subject for me.
You got to get in on the Make the Maker.
What?
You got to get in. Come on now. First make thyself, Clayton. Okay, so
I need to stop drinking this beer. I should be drinking water and doing push-ups right now.
Yeah, you
I need to lose like 40 pounds.
So you had taken off, but Joel and I, we had the push-up thing at Maker Faire, New York. I think you had just left for your flight at that point. But
wait, at the bar, you guys were doing push-ups?
We were doing push-ups at the bar, dude. We're hard like that. Joel, don't underestimate that nerd too, dude. He's got some upper strength, dude. He crush you with his pectorals.
That's because he's like 6'9". He has to.
He's eerily tall. And you know who else is eerily tall is that Chuck Hellebuck dude.
He is as well. He is as well. You got to watch out for his 3D printed go-kart that he made with the empty spool filament spool wheels as well, or whatever it was. Soapbox car.
I've been asking for years, like, what the heck do I do with all these empty spools? I can't bring myself to throw them away. As a supplier, I know that they cost money, you know, but it's like there's no cost effectiveness to shipping them off and having them re-spooled. You know, it just makes me sad.
Can someone not make those in cardboard? I was thinking about that the other day. Why don't they
uses cardboard ones?
Oh, do they? Oh, okay.
And they're fine. I think it's a psychological piece though too. People question it, but it works fine. I mean, the spool really, anyway. All right, let's look at this other one. So this one here, there's a 3D printed pill thing. And at first when I read this, I thought, hey, okay, why do you need a 3D printed pill? But as it turns out, the nature of printing these 3D printed pills, Clayton, is that it injects more air into the mix because they're built up, you know, and so they dissolve more rapidly and they're more readily absorbed by the body.
Huh.
Science. There's a little tidbit for you guys I found interesting today. And then I got to say my favorite one in here. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but the holography, I don't know, holographic-based 3D printing. Okay, so we're all familiar with the SLA style of printing. So the Moai is big now, the Formlab, but they're taking it next level, right? So instead of just doing the laser building up at a layer at a time, it's like throw the hologram in there, boom, instant 3D printed model. I like the potential of that. I think it still has a lot of the issues around SLA. Have you done any SLA printing, Clay?
I have not yet. Soon.
Soon? You got something in the works? All right.
Hopefully soon. We'll see. Stay tuned.
This is where this was on TechCrunch and a bunch of other places and stuff too. So, you know, the concept is basically the same as SLA, where they're using a photopolymer. Basically refract and create these 3D prints and stuff. And you know, these things always take years to actually come to market. But you know, you want to talk about speeding things up a bit. Geez, that's pretty cool sounding. Potentially. So, again, so who knows? So in 5 years, maybe your channel is going to be that. 5 years from now, my channel is going to be nothing but I don't know what shoe videos, shoe review. You got to step up that monetization. You maybe break that $100 monetization mark. Hey, can we talk briefly about a hot topic there, Patreon? Yes, and I do want to do that. But listen, dude, I have desperately got to pee. I'm sorry. Like, this is terrible. Actually, that'll be good. Let me grab another beer. You pee. Dead air. I'll fill the dead air. Right not that I can see anybody's comments, and it's glad to know that he's wearing pants. By the way, he was going to stand up, and there was going to be boxers or something worse, maybe tidy whities. I don't know. Hopefully, nothing beyond that. But yeah, I'm going to fill the dead air here. You know what I do have that I can share with you guys is I am. Oh my God, this thing's heavy. So I'm in the process of reviewing this Jajora 3D printer, the A5 printer. Not necessarily reviewing it. I just want to get it up and running. And did he just go to the bathroom? Did you wash your hands? That was like. Of course I washed my hands. You know what I don't do is I don't pee on my hands. So, like, left. You know what I would still be undoing my pants. In one of those Dyson air dry things, and it's worth every penny, my friend. Worth every penny. Like so have you seen how they're putting them in the sinks now. They're putting them in the sinks. Wash, soap, dry, all in one. Boom, done.
That makes sense, actually.
Science.
Because then you don't end up with like a big wet mess down below the
keep the wet mess all over the sink. It makes sense. Why they didn't do that before is beyond me. All right, sorry. What did I?
Let me grab another survey. Nothing. I was talking about happy that you were wearing pants. Taking a look at this Jajora A5 3D printer.
It's
attempting to.
Who makes it?
Jajora. I have no idea how to pronounce this company.
Like is that like I got it at Jared?
Jajora. I don't know.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Exactly. Oh my god, this thing's heavy.
So they sent you that to review.
Sort of. Yeah. And so what I started. This is another one of these. Last I think Sunday. I started recording video. I was getting really into the video, and then I'm like, all right, I've got it assembled. Let's get the information off of the SD card. Get this thing going. And I was like, where's the SD card? What did I... So what I do is I like to open up everything and just take a quick peek at it before I jump in, because I'm not as technical as the Chuck Hellebecks of the world. And so I like to just get a little advanced look at things. And so I took out their SD card or whatever it came with it on, and I've somehow misplaced it. So I was a bit in limbo on like,
it's somewhere. Everything is somewhere.
What am I supposed to do with this? So yeah, I've got to get this. It's now assembled. I need to plug it in and get a profile running for it and do some prints on it. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah, let me grab a bear real quick.
A bear? Like a Haribo?
Do you need anything?
Like a gummy bear? What are you talking about? A beer.
I'll toss one of these over for you.
Okay. I'm really mad that you're teasing me with your little rimmed glass and everything like that, and you won't even send me one. Not even one. Just throw it in one of those like priority mail envelopes, dude. So I'm excited actually to talk Patreon, because the Twitter sphere and the interwebs have been blowing up about Patreon, and as anybody that's been following me knows, I'm a skeptic around whether or not Patreon's going to come back from these shenanigans. Matt, you want to see Clay on the Friday night stream, huh? Yeah. What are your inspirations? Clayton is my inspiration, man. That guy, he's incredible. He's all over the place, and that's why I like it. I'm a jack of all trades myself. What is on your shirt? You got the OG Nintendo controller on there? Is that what I'm seeing? What is that? No, on your shirt.
Is that on me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah.
You're the only one on there. Yeah, classically, dude. That's a fantastic shirt. Mine's not nearly as ornate as that. It's just black and it has the controller. But I got that shirt.
Maybe Kohl's, maybe one of those.
Fantastic
one of those places.
Nerd shirt.
By the way.
Yeah.
By the way, anybody that doesn't follow me on Twitter, I picked up the best suit ever made the other week. Did you see my Pac-Man suit that I bought?
No. Why didn't I not see that? Did I not?
I've got to figure out a video that I'm going to wear it on. But Kohl's has these holiday suits that they sell.
Yeah.
Christmas ones and other stupid ones that are there. Well, they had a Pac-Man suit, and it's like, it literally looks like it's a black suit with Pac-Man all over it.
Double-breasted, single-breasted?
Single-breasted, I believe.
Single-breasted. You had to think. Not up on your...
I did.
Okay. All right.
I should be. I work in fact. That's actually a pretty nice suit for less than $100.
Man,
and it came with a tie.
Okay, so you've switched over to the C-, I can see.
Ooh, that's a rough
That's rough.
Oh, you are? I'm Coors Light all the way.
Both. I like both, but if I'm doing a beer bong, maybe I'll do my, Keystone or just.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've ran out of the private reserve.
You can't even send me any now because it's all gone.
No. It's not all gone. It's not in the fridge. I mean, I've got to load it back up in the fridge.
I see. Let's see. Happy Extruder wants you to do your interviews with your jacket on next time.
I can't.
Pac-Man. You can't.
I can't. I can.
Okay. Well, maybe we're
debating on doing a video. I was joking about it. The company that makes them, I tweeted at them and I was like, "Can you guys, if I make some videos with these suits, would you guys sponsor me with all of your suits for next year, or just sponsor me with more of these suits with next year?" I'm debating on making a video specifically, like nothing in the video other than being like, "Please, can you guys give me more of these suits and I'll wear them in all of my videos." I'll now be very fancily dressed.
Wow. Okay. Well, you might have found a little niche there because I don't think they get sponsorship requests for stuff like that very, very often.
I don't know. They have some pretty impressive videos I've seen online of of celebrities wearing their suits. Yeah.
Well, you're a celebrity. I told you, dude. You're like 457 on YouTuber Magazine's sexiest YouTube creators. So if that's not celebrity, I don't know what is.
57. Let's go check out Social Blade. What's the sexiness?
It goes to 500. You made the top 500. It's like Forbes,
Winner, chicken dinner.
I'm hoping next year you can push into the threes. We'll see.
I'm hoping.
I told you though, maybe go with like a mutton chops or something to mix up the facial hair. You saw that?
Funny enough.
Yeah.
I want to go for it.
No, I was just saying. Maybe you got to go for that Justice League.
Joking as a stocking stuffer, she was going to give me just for men to color in my beard.
I gave up on that a long time. See what I got going here, man? It's like apparently the bottom of my chin ages faster than the rest of my face. I don't know why that is, but it does.
Well, mine's slowly now starting to. The gray is starting to connect here.
It creeps. You're still a young lad. So yeah. I don't know why. Mine did that too, and then it's over the Well, whatever. At least you got the hair on your head, and that's all you got to really worry about.
Hey, I'm pretty happy about that. Just got the
good. Let's talk Patreon. Let's talk Patreon real quick, and we'll wrap with that because we're already pushing. I'm sure you're.
So I think for anybody that wasn't aware. Within it was last week. Towards the end of last week, Patreon announced that they were making a big change to how they are processing fees on Patreon. Right. So if you are a Patreon subscriber, provide a donation to someone that you're interested in that's on the Patreon, Patreon, etc., myself or anyone, they are now passing the fees that would typically go to the Patreon creator on to you. So instead of paying let's say $1 every month, you're now paying $1.15 or $1.25 every month.
$1.25, Paul.
Yeah, which just I don't know. It was obviously a huge mistake. There was a huge backlash. I thought it was a absolutely horrible idea. If they need, I understand they're a business. They might need to increase their fees. Don't pass that on to the, sponsoring. Put that on us as the creators. Take that out of my kickback.
Okay. So like I was saying earlier, I don't know what you were doing, but you were gone. That I've always had a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth around the Patreon thing.
I don't blame you. It took me forever to get going on it.
I like the idea
as well
of being able to, support people for what, creators for what they do. And it's hard. It's a lot of work. It's an underappreciated, the amount of work and effort that goes into creating content, editing video, all the things. It's a lot of work. And you don't get nearly the amount of money to cover that. It's got to be a passion, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be a passion. But the model or the way that they go about doing it, and the amount that they charge for that, it's just tough when I feel like you're trying to present yourself as like helping the creator or whatever, but then their fee structure, it's aggressive. It's not the worst, I guess, that's out there, but it's not what I would expect somebody that's kind of trying to market themselves as like, hey, support your fellow creator, but then we're going to take 10%,
That's what I was saying. Invest in Bitcoin and tip through Bitcoin. I don't know.
But see, here's the thing. Is there any, perfect solution? Because PayPal, Chuck had
I don't think there is.
Is there any perfect solution? Because PayPal, they do 30 cents plus 2.9%. But at $1, that's way more than 10%. But I think at the $5 mark, then maybe that becomes practical. So it depends on how much somebody's looking to sponsor you for.
I'm honestly surprised. I haven't looked into it. Patreon's been around now for what, a few years, 2 years? At least when I started hearing about them was just a few years ago. I'm surprised there aren't more competitors, and maybe there are. Maybe they're just not as widely used. There's still something weird to me about doing it, even as a creator. It's still a big passion for me. I nowhere come near to making money on on what I'm investing in, a lot of time and effort and cost to print things and make things. And I've been big on, if you're going to do anything, don't support me, support the people that are out there that are actually creating files and sharing files, and the Carmelo Nazarios out there that are creating these really cool files, and supporting the actual designers more than anything. I envy those guys.
Listen, if you guys don't get anything else from this stream, it's do not support Uncle Jesse. It's support Carmelo Nazario. That's the message we're trying to
send. It is. It honestly is.
You guys,
all honesty, it really is. I mean,
sell yourself short.
No, I'm very fortunate enough that I have a day job that pays the bills, and I don't rely on creating YouTube videos to support my family. There's no way anytime soon that I'd ever be able to leave a working job to do this as a full-time gig. There's just no way. I don't even see how the Make Anythings of the world that are, over 1 million subscribers, how that would translate into me being able to afford car payments, mortgages, saving for college funds.
We don't do this because of those things.
I know.
I don't.
But I've thought about it. It's anybody that's doing this, or you're interested in doing it, it crosses your mind. You think about it, and it's like, oh, all right. I've talked with my wife, and she's like, oh, do you think you'd ever be able to quit your job and do this full time? I would love to do that. Anytime soon? No, never. But
yeah.
Once you get to a certain threshold, that can happen.
But
I don't know.
Here's the thing: it's a fickle mistress, the interwebs and the monetization scheme. Because I'll tell you, I got involved way back in the heyday of YouTube when I was doing my view.
I saw. Dude. You have some impressive.
But whatever. That's what I had to do to keep my subscribership. But anyway, way back in the day, and it was a joke. It was like the production quality was crap and all this stuff. But the amount of money that you could make at the, you know, like while they were figuring the whole thing out and they first started monetizing stuff was obscene, like for what it was. And then of course, all the people that were the original creators lost their minds because basically YouTube's like, hey, we don't really have to do, like, YouTube giveth and the YouTube taketh away. And the thing is true for Patreon. Chuck Elbuck just, you know, had a really good, he had two really good comments actually. Look, Patreon was cheapest in the first, they offered decent tools. It was really nice, but they lost some credibility around this. And the other thing he said, like, you need to look at it as like, these are tips for your work. This is your tip jar. This is not your paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I think for some creators, but for some creators out there, this might end up becoming a substantial portion of their paycheck.
Right, but you've got to you got to be
the top tier of creators out there. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying it's the potential is there if the moons and the stars align for whatever it may be to happen. But
right. Well, or you actually have the ability to commit to that. But
it goes back to, you know, it goes back to what you said at the beginning of the stream, which is, and you're joking about it. You're never going to get of making these videos. I mean, not never, but the likelihood is very slim. I've talked to a bunch of people. Should I create a YouTube channel? Yeah, you should start it. If you want to create a YouTube channel, start it. Just start it. Just start making videos. Don't hesitate. Just jump into it and start making.
That's the #1 message of entrepreneurship in general. Okay, so whether it's YouTube or anything, it's like the Shia LaBeouf gift. Just do it. You know, like you gotta do it. And your passion will drive that, and that is something that once you realize that, that's a very powerful thing. It's a very empowering thing. But having the expectation that you're going to become a YouTube celebrity overnight, like, first of all, there was no such thing as a YouTube celebrity before that. Now that's an actual
2 years ago. Yeah.
And
exactly.
but
it is a grind. It's a grind. Like it's really is a grind. It's fun. I play a lot of video games. It's the destiny of video games. You got to grind away and just continue at it. You just got to keep at it. Just keep grinding away. Keep making videos.
Let me tell you guys, you don't understand. Clayton plays video games endlessly. It's a grind. Okay, he's there playing Halo till like 2 in the morning, just trying to get 5 or 6.
PUBG that just came out on the Xbox. I'll be playing that. We'll get done with this, and I'll be over on Xbox instead of editing a video like I should be.
Perfect. It's a hard life, Clay, but you know what? It's people like, it's hardworking Americans like you that make the
world. I'm secretly in Canada. Don't let anybody know that, though.
I knew it. He's Canadian.
Yeah. Oh, hope you have a napkin there for you.
I got news for you. The whole desk is a napkin.
Yeah.
No, it's.
Do we have anybody actually watching us ramble on about all this?
We were down to 16 from 20, I think. So we're doing okay. So anything more you wanted to say about Patreon, though? I mean, you know, my contention is the damage has been done at this point. I'm a little bit skeptical if they're going to recover.
Yeah, the damage has been done. There's a bunch of things I think. I'm nitpicky about things. I hate the mobile app. Their mobile app drives me nuts. Yeah. Their website drives me nuts. I don't know.
Well, okay, but
I have a hard time with their UI.
Criticizing the platform itself. I mean, like, just the action. Look at the Italian is coming.
Oh, the action is, yeah, it's, you know, it's the damage is done.
I'm sorry, Chuck, are you falling asleep? Z's. What is that? Who does that? Chuck,
what do you want to see, man? What do you want to see?
His son's an NHL bigwig, and I think he expects better from his entertainment than this. I'm flattered that he's here. Considering no, actually, it's that's It's an impressive pedigree right there.
I'm
fielding sons in the NHL. Sorry.
We can all only hope one day.
We can all hope.
Exactly.
Give me your closing thoughts on the Patreon fiasco of 2017.
What a way to end the year for Patreon.
Go down in flames.
Way to screw the pooch on that one. We're going to introduce a whole bunch of changes, and by the way, we're just announcing them right now, and it's like these are rolling out in like less than a week, by the way.
The common wisdom that I've read around this, though, is this is driven by the VCs wanting to get their money out of Patreon at this point, which isn't surprising. I mean, it's a common thing, and people are looking for an exit strategy. And this is the unfortunate nature of the funded, the tech
venture.
Yes, I mean it's Patreon. It drives me crazy because it's like its whole existence is centered around like kind of what I would have hoped had felt more like of a groundswell of a grassroots support effort funded by the same means that your Facebooks and your Ubers and all that are, and I don't know if that's fair.
I would have thought they would have been purchased by now, to be honest.
I think that's what they're going.
The company would have been bought up. Yeah,
everyone.
I mean, that's obviously what the VCs are looking for is that, I'm sure. So I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm sure there's been many deal discussions that people of the few.
And look, like, okay, so Lauren got out on the Twitters today, and she was like, "Look, I'm happy that they're listening to their, patrons. Are the patrons the ones that they're receiving?" Anyway, no, patrons are like the supporters. What is the word
on Patreon? I said something about that. I was like, "What is the word? What is Patreon? Patreons?
The patriarch? It would be the patriarch. I don't know." Anyway, so the recipient, they're listening to the community at large, right? They're saying like, "Hey, we've heard you, and we're sorry, and we're not going to do this anymore." And and I can appreciate the positivity around like, "Oh, good, they're listening to their clientele." They're not listening to their clientele, Clayton. They're listening to the fact that their bottom line just got hammered by the fact that everybody was ass, man. I mean,
yeah, the amount of people that were canceling their Patreon or it's
what is it? Their daily users. What's the term? What's the Silicon Valley term? Their daily the DAUs, the daily active users.
Yeah,
in the pooper. You know me, I like to cuss, but we're trying to keep it clean for the kids that are obviously watching it at 10:30 on Eastern Standard Time.
I try to. It doesn't help that I'm boozing
up. You've been very restrained. I admire that.
If I do video game streams, it's like out the window. I try to keep all my videos family friendly, but when I start doing video game streams, it's like out the window.
It's the negativity. I am not. For some reason, I get fired up about Patreon because I am not. This is not my MO. But for some reason, there's always something that's just left a little sour taste in my mouth about it, and I can't. I've never had it. I can't speak personally to it, but there's something about it.
It still feels like I still have mine up and running. It still feels weird to me, and I appreciate Chuck commenting and saying that it is, it's a way for people to tip you. For your work, and thinking of it that way certainly helps. It still feels very weird to me. Like I never want to ask someone to donate. Like it just seems weird. It just seems really weird to me to do that. I don't know. I'm in full. Again, I love it as a platform to be able to support the Carmelos and the Augustine Floistics of the world. It's like I'm just doing fun videos, and if I think of it that way as like a tipping mechanism, that's a better. That makes me better about having it going.
I think you and I are cut from the same cloth in the sense that I don't want to speak for you, but for me, like, I feel like I'm built on the shoulders of giants, where it's like I evangelize around this. This is a passion of mine. I really enjoy it. I'm a tech nerd. You know, I like talking about it, but I don't feel the same way. Like, I don't rely on it as a support mechanism the way that I think more of starving artists, you know, for lack of a better term. I know they're not starving or anything like that, but you know, an artist, the plight of the artist and what they have to, like, I have so much more respect for what they do, you know, and they're really working hard and trying hard. And so when I see like Carmelo's out there, when I see Luby's out there, when I see August and Flowistic, I think the exact, I mean, like, these are the people that are like really. I know that a lot of them have day jobs and stuff too, but to me, it doesn't even feel like the same playing field. Like, they're doing a lot more tribute. Same thing with Chaos Cortec or
right.
I mean, like, they're talented, you know. And it's like, to me, I'm just kind of talking about what everybody else is doing, and I can print stuff that other people have made, but that doesn't, you know, that doesn't mean I'm talented.
Yeah, exactly. We are right along the same wavelength. That it's that this is, and I happily support some of these other guys and girls that are out there of, you know, real creators out there that are creating something from scratch, and huge amount of time and effort into it.
Tessa down in Australia, Sparky Base, and you know, I think of tons of them. I'm sorry if I'm not mentioning your name, but you know, and on the other side of the Patreon thing, I've never I don't personally want that. I don't have a need for, you know, Patreon in that fashion. But two, like, I don't want my contribute. You know, you look at when people are sponsoring, you know, like, do I donate to the Red Cross? They think they want to give their donations. And you want to donate to the mechanism that gives the most amount of money to the cause, right?
Right.
And so when I see 10% going to Patreon, 10.9%, that feels like a lot to me.
Is that really what it is? 10.9?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Chuck, it's 10.9, right? I mean, we were just talking about this earlier. Chuck
crazy.
The dude knows. But anyway, it's a lot. I mean, that feels like a lot. I don't know the people, but at the same time, I can appreciate, as a business, you need to do what well. So, you know, there's a balance there, like anything.
I'm gonna make an app, a tipping app.
What are you doing? What's the app?
I'm just gonna make an app. It's gonna be a tipping app. That's all it is. And it's like, here's a link, and you can tip. You can tip. You can just give a tip.
I don't know. I was thinking tipping point. I was getting crazy.
I mean, like a tipping app. You can tip somebody for something. Tip them whatever you want.
Could you call it just the tip?
That's right. I've already .com'd it right now.
.com.
I've already Kim.com'd it right now.
I would not search that if I was you.
Just Google just the tip.
Just the tip.
You know, see what comes up. My website will go.
Yep. Chuck says 10.5 typically depends on country. But that's 5. Is that a lot? It feels like a lot. Is that not a lot?
A lot. That feels like a lot.
Feels like a lot. Okay, so Happy, what is the tipping app? You're saying Happy Extruder is saying there is just a tip. I'm sure somebody's
I'm sure.
Here's the thing. So I was saying earlier, a very fickle space, right? You know, there was a time that like MySpace was the hotness. There was a time that Excite.com or Lycos or I mean the internet is fraught with dead Ask Jeeves. You know, believe it or not, Ask is still around. There is a downtown Oakland that has Ask on the side of it. I'm not entirely. I think they algorithm or something. I don't know. I'm not even entirely sure how, because nobody goes to Ask Jeeves anymore. But my is we will. Puigstradamus proclaims, everybody.
What's that?
Puigstradamus. That's my Nostradamus. I don't know what that was, but anyway, I predict there's going to be a new hotness, the way there is always a new hotness, the way that MySpace was replaced by Friendster, which was replaced by Facebook, which who knows what it'll be.
Yeah.
Friendster anymore? Anyway. But I really am concerned. I think Patreon will start to fall by the wayside, and maybe somebody's going to come in with something that's a little bit more affordable, and then maybe they're going to eke their way, up to that 10 again. I don't know. What do you think? You think Patreon, or do you think they're going to eat their lunch?
No, I think they're still going to be around. Can you hear me okay? My connection, I think, has gone to crap.
Okay. I hear you fine. I the world, but hey.
Yeah, no, I think they're still going to be around. I think people are still going to actively use them. I'm sure someone else is going to, there always is something, like you just said, there's always somebody new that's going to pop in and come up with something new to provide this level of support. Like I said, I've half jokingly said that I'd be interested in finding a way to do tipping through things like Bitcoins or other cryptocurrencies, since that's becoming like within the last few months.
We're just gonna start mailing cash to each other.
I mean, it's a pretty cool. I don't know. It seems like a pretty cool concept to me.
Well, the decentralized nature of crypto is awesome for that. So if you can just boom slam stuff in people's wallet, why not? Right.
Here's my QR code at the end of my here's my QR code. If you liked the video, oh God, that sounds so fucking, or excuse my language. It sounds so weird. It's like, oh, here, send me some of the money.
Channel, you asshole.
Weird.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Finish the thought, though.
No, that's all I had. I'm rambling at this point.
You know what? Let's wrap it here. I've taken way more of your time than I should. I know we passed your bedtime, but ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to get back. It's taken me so long. I am very thankful for my good friend Clayton, aka Uncle Jesse, for joining us. Thank you so much, man, for being here.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. Love to be on.
Plug something really quick. What are you gonna tease for it?
I have what I was teasing earlier is I am in the process of working on this Winter Soldier arm that I have 3 printed, and I'm going to be in the process of, with chrome, like a really metallic chrome airbrush paint that I'm going to be trying out for the first time on this project, and really to get it started. I haven't really finished anything on this as of yet. I've got to still remove a lot of the little supports lines, but this thing just printed beautifully. I printed this all on the Raise Into Plus, which I have for a few months here, doing a little review on that, and in process of printing a bunch of different things on that. And I have a Star Wars Porg printing on it right now that you guys might have seen, where the arm or the fin sort of broke off mid-print here. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of what I'm working on at the moment, which is so much fun, and will be hopefully up within the next week. I'm off from work all next week for the next 2 weeks. At the end of this week, I'm off from work for 2 weeks. My wife and kids will be at school all next week, and I'm planning on doing a ton of project work. So I have a whole display setup that I'm working on for my recordings.
I'm sorry. You have the kids an entire week, and you think you're going to get something done?
Oh yeah. No. My oldest will be in school all next week. My youngest will be with me, but I can throw on some Netflix, and he will be good to go.
That's parenting in its finest, ladies and gentlemen. By a good flag.
My wife's gonna be like, "Has he been watching TV all day?" No. No. What are you talking about? No.
No,
we did some activities. I napped on the sofa and he sat here with me.
I saw a fantastic thing the other day. It was like, I pulled an all-dayer. Props to the people that went out there without taking it today. Pulled an all-dayer today. It was amazing.
Too funny, man.
So this good. So where's your wife going to be then?
Working, thankfully.
Or she works too, but you just happen to take different times off or something. Okay, all right. Well, good.
Yeah.
Good. Dude,
it'll be very nice.
So there'll be a video on the Winter Soldier arm then, I'm assuming?
Yeah, a video on the Winter Soldier arm. Have another working on the Captain America helmet as well at the moment, which is fun. So I've got a few different builds. A really good build video in a few months now, to be honest. So looking forward to putting in a lot of effort on first and foremost the arm here and getting that video out, which will be pretty cool. Trying to do that by next week.
Awesome, dude. And so are we gonna get any kind of review on Last Jedi from you too once you see it tomorrow?
I was debating on that. You know what was funny is I did a trailer sort of reaction video for the Avengers movie, and it did pretty well. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little video on The Last Jedi.
Oh,
man, I'm so excited to go see that tomorrow night. I can't.
Oh, yeah, dude,
it's gonna be awesome.
You know what's funny is I remember like when episode 1, like that's exciting, right? But like episode 1 came out, we were all in line, like waiting for tickets and like all this stuff, and then like it was the experience was awesome, but the movie was not nearly what it is. So what on the entire series? I mean, including Rogue One and stuff, like just really jumps out at you, or are you?
Let me think.
Whole thing, originals and everything.
Oh yeah, obviously. I'm leaning towards Empire Strikes Back. Like still to this day, the definitive.
That's everybody says Empire, dude. I gotta say the same thing, dude. That was
good. It was so good.
So good.
I would try, but I might at this point. I loved. I loved, and I can't remember the name of it now. What was the last one that just came out?
The last one. It was
Force Awakens. Force Awakens. I'd actually put that as like number 2 or 3, though.
Number 2. So that's interesting. Yeah, no, I thought it was really good. It was well done. It was certainly better than the first 3. I agree with that.
It was really good. It was really good. I can remember. You know what's funny is I can remember being a freshman in college and seeing the Phantom Menace trailer online.
Yeah,
how old are we having internet for the first time?
Right. You're the same age as me, right? How old are you? You're 40.
I'm almost. I'll be 38 in February.
30. You're a year younger than me. I'm 39. Okay, so yeah, same thing. I remember that. I remember that well, and it was. That was a big deal.
I can remember being blown away. It was like the Darth Maul. It was like, oh, yeah! And then going to see the movie and being like, that wasn't that good.
It was still pretty good. It's still pretty good.
Yeah. It's a Star Wars movie. You can't.
Dude, that's gonna be great. All right, hey, you know what? Listen, we did promise the people a giveaway, and I was not even prepared to do so, but you know what I'll do? I'm going to put my random generator. We got 20 viewers right now. Are you going to throw down some garbage bags? Some limited edition?
I will throw down a mystery something. I'll throw down a mystery something. It might be a garbage bag. It might be a garbage bag full of random stuff. Okay. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Here's what we're going to do.
It could be just a bunch of failed prints.
No, we're not going to send you garbage. Regardless of what Jesse sends you, I'm going to make sure that...
I said I might send you some garbage.
We'll see. But you know what? You know what we're going to do? We'll do... I'll do... I get to pick the colors, but I'll do 2 on my Max spool, which is what I sent you. I sent you a couple of the Max line stuff.
Yeah, that's nice. It's very nice.
We'll do that, and we'll do a pair of those. And if Uncle Jesse wants to throw in anything,
I'll throw it out. Let me know who wins and pass me their info. And I'll
random name picker generator thingy. I can't remember. I found a website that just picks random names, and then what I do is I go on the YouTube stream. This is internet science here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. That's like baby names. I can't remember what the site I used was.
Internet baby.
No, I need to be able to like copy paste. I think I did like a what did I type in? Prize winner, prize selector, prize winner generator. Randomly pick a random name. Here it is. This is it. The mini web tool. Here, I'm going to share my screen so that me because shenanigans called on them. Share that.
Okay.
Shenanigans have been called. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to grab. That's not the right one. This is Uncle Jesse's. By the way, people, if you're not subscribed to Uncle, I don't know what you're doing if you're not subscribed to Uncle Jesse's stuff, but man, the guy's got nut stuff. He has, look at this, 1.2 million people have viewed the Deadpool mask with magnetic eyes, how to 3D video. That's a million.
That no joke. Earlier this year, like all of a sudden one day I was like, YouTube notifications. It was like comment. I was like, what the heck is going on? What is going on? I was like, man, my video is all of a sudden blowing up, and it YouTube gods upon thee and did something. I don't know.
It did.
For like a week or two was just, and yeah.
Like the YouTube giveth, man, and the YouTube taketh away. So what?
Clearly.
Well, you can.
Every time I post a video, demonetized.
Stop looking at my Gmail. Hold on, I lost. Here it is. Don't read my Gmail. Here, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, if you're on the chat, make yourself known. You better say something, because apparently the way YouTube likes to do it is if you haven't said anything in a while, they don't put you on the list here. Here's the list. Here's the list right here.
Wow.
And I know there's more people, but look, we got 23 viewers right now, but there's only like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You might have to do like a refresh.
We got a bunch of lurkers is what it is. It's a bunch of like not logged in. So that's what you get for not being logged in, people. If you don't log in, I can't know that you're watching. If you're not contributing, you don't.
I was going to send you some empty beer cans.
Empty beer cans, garbage bags.
I was going to send you one empty beer can. I just dropped the other one.
Listen, I know your background is in advertising and all, but look, as a marketing professional myself, I think you can do a little bit better, by attracting people with better quality merch, dude. Quality merch. So we'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
Okay. So here, let's see. So give us a comment if you want to be drawing. Lauren, this is your chance maybe to pick up some purple haze that I know you've been. She's had her eye on my purple haze. You know what I'm saying? And by that, I mean the filament that is purple. Also, I got to tell you, on your little Sunday, it's inmate orange, dude. It's not intimate orange. It's inmate orange.
I didn't say I know how to read, okay? I didn't. In my videos, know that I butcher everything that I talk about. It's like,
I'm not sure.
Did he even read?
All right. Let's okay. Let's see if everybody that wants to be in the drawing is in the drawing. I don't know what even happened to. I've got too many tabs open, dude. So we're just gonna do this. If you were on the list before, you're on the list now. And then what we do here, Clayton, is we pick the random name and then it does all the work for me. So it's like I just copy paste, boom, boom, bing, bang, boom, done, like that. So when you want to get on the streams and you want to do your giveaways, hey, maybe that's
how you do it. I gotta go to miniwebtool.com.
Miniwebtool.com.
The only place to do name pickers. Also, make sure to check out the all-new 2017 GMC Arcadia. Arcadia, not Arcadia.
There you go with the rating again. All right, let's do this. You ready?
You know what's really funny? Do it.
Give me a drum. Grrr. Here it comes. What's it going to be? It's Matt Weber. M-Dubs. M-Dubs win.
Oh!
M-Dubs, you are the proud recipient of how many garbage bags are you giving him, Clay?
I might be able to spare like at least 2, maybe 3, and we'll see what comes inside the garbage bag.
But they're gray. They're not black.
Yeah.
They're gray.
They're not black, and they're not white garbage bags.
In
they're
the garbage bag,
like metallic.
2 rolls of filament. 2 rolls of filament.
I mean, you can do a lot of cosplay with this. I mean, I could do like a whole... I mean, forget 3D printing a Winter Soldier arm. You could literally just wrap your arm.
Just make it out of garbage bags.
Some magic marker, just draw the little insignia lines on his arms. You're good to go.
Good to go.
I mean, for real. I mean, if I was going to do that for real, that's exactly what I would do.
For real. All right, M-Dub. I'm pretty sure I have your address, but you can DM me again with that if you want. Congrats on the win. That's huge. That's exciting. Big day for you, man. Thank you for watching. I want to thank all of our 20-something viewers that we had throughout. Thank you for putting up with our show throughout. Thank you to my guests, Uncle Jesse, Clayton, number 457 on YouTube's Sexiest Creators Alive list. Find him on. Yes. What do you got there?
That's a 3D. That's a 3D printing injury.
3D printing injuries are serious business, dude. You scorch your thumb?
No, I was removing a piece of support, and it like jammed. I don't know, a piece jammed into my thumb. This is my dominant video gaming controlling thumb here. It's impeding my controls. So
is that a through and through you got there? Did that like pierce your thumb?
It pierced the thumb. I legitly pierced the thumb.
I've had it under my finger.
Pro tip.
Don't.
Worst. That is the worst. Pro tip. After it stops bleeding, throw a little super glue on there, and you're
Then sand it with a 220 grit and a little XTC 3D for a finish.
Yeah, that's right. And then if you need to, a little Bondo, and you're good to go.
Perfect. That's cosplay tips for your thumb from the master right there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, Uncle Jesse, for real. Clayton Parker. You can find him on the Twitter sphere at Uncle Jesse with the Santa hat. What else? You got Instagrams. I got Facebook.
The Instagrams. I got the Twitters. I got the YouTubes. I got the Facebooks.
Patreon. Don't support his Patreon, though. Support other people.
Don't support the Patreon, though, please. Yeah, other people.
Thanks so much, Clay. It's been awesome hanging with you. Stay with me just a sec. Ladies and gentlemen, make on.
Yep.